it's Justine. Today I get to make a beautiful card using the 3D vignettes from Becca Freakin. And I'm going to be using the die called 3D Vintage Hot Air Balloon. And I'm going to make this a two-dimensional card using the A2 size. So I already went ahead and die cut out a few things, and I even added some coloring just to shade some of the die cut pieces. And I will just jump right into this card. Now, I thought I was recording when I added color to my die cut pieces, but in fact it was not recording. So on my red part of the hot air balloon, I used R39. And on the clouds, oh shoot, what did I use? E40 brick white for the clouds and for the hot air balloon. And I just find that adding a little dimension, as you can see on the edges, even if it's just like a flicking of the marker toward kind of the rounded area, just gives it a little bit more of a finished look for bigger pieces like this, and for adding detail to small pieces like this basket. So I am going to go ahead with this color, E35. These are Copic markers, and just add some color and dimension to the basket part of this hot air balloon. When I saw the hot air balloon, right away I knew that I would love making something with this because it just is so cheerful. And this die, I think you can change up really any color to make a hot air balloon to give to someone special. And I chose just a red and white one for this video, but when I was looking online at some inspiration for colors, I just Googled hot air balloons and went to Google Images just to see the color choices. There's tons of rainbow hot air balloons, so maybe I'll make a hot air balloon that's kind of like a rainbow color one day. I think that would be really neat. To do that, I would probably need to make this whole thing here cut out in white and then color each piece with some markers. Sorry, I have a train going by here at my house, so you might hear that in the background just a little, but that is life in small town America. I'm also going to take E00 and just color the whole basket just to give it a little bit of more of a dark color, and then go in again with E35 and just kind of go on those diamond pieces of the basket, not too carefully, just a little something to give it a little interest. There. I don't love the way that that's kind of sticking out, so I'm just going to go over again with E00, and hopefully that dark kind of blends out a bit. Alright, I'm calling that good. Now it is time to glue my balloon on. So I have an A2 size card, so that's 5.5 by 4.25. And I am just going to go ahead and start. Now the best part about these 3D vignette designs is that you can make them two-dimensional or 3D. So you can make a pop-up balloon or a flat balloon on a card, and I think that the versatility of that just makes it really neat. So I'm just going to line up here where I want my balloon to be. I think the basket should go right about here. And with the basket comes this attachment piece. So my balloon's going to kind of be coming off of my card a little bit. I'm going to glue on this gold area to the back of the piece, the hot air balloon piece, just so I can see. I might have to trim down the attachment part of the hot air balloon just so my basket fits on the card without falling off the card too much. Oh, that is just stunning, that red and gold. To me, this looks like the bottom of it, but maybe if it's flying in the air, that would look like the top. and then those would go on here. I think that's what it's intended to look like. So I'm going to flip it over, add these dots, and then put on the basket. Just going to kind of hold it and pinch it for a minute here so that glue has a chance to stick on. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I guess a little update for me is that it is October now and things are getting colder, which is always kind of neat to see. Minnesota has gorgeous leaves changing right now, and as I drive, it's kind of hard to not just want to drive all over and look at the leaves. I visited family recently in Wisconsin and drove through Taylor's Falls, Wisconsin. So if you're familiar with that area, you know that it is just gorgeous. The colors of the leaves are just stunning. I love the mixture of some reds and oranges, golds, and even some greens still. And in fall, I think that brown can be beautiful. So with those brown colored trees right now too, that is just gorgeous. So I love fall, and I'm loving it here in Minnesota. I hope that you get some kind of colors, and if not, maybe take a trip to somewhere where there is fall colors available for you to see, because if you've never seen that, you're really missing out. But Minnesota is kind of fun that way. We get the harsh winters, but beautiful falls. Anyway, all right, I'm just basically building up my hot air balloon here, and to show dimension, I just popped this cloud kind of behind my hot air balloon, not being too particularly fussy with where it's going, but it's all kind of just gonna come together here. Now this top part here is kind of like a slit or a slat. There's a slit there on the top. That's for the 3D element part of this die. So if you're interested in making that 3D pop-up, you can go ahead and do that. I think that the 3D pop-ups are really fun. I made one with the 3D bouquet around Mother's Day, and I gave that to my mom for Mother's Day, and she thought it was just so cute and fun. She put it in her window, and with all the sunshine that they get at their house, the cardstock actually faded over the summer, but that's okay. Maybe I'll just have to make her another one. All right, there's my main balloon. That alone is just really pretty. So if you're looking for something kind of quick, you could go ahead and do that. Or if you're looking for something a little more fancy, stick around for the accent parts, because those are going to go on here, and that is going to make it even more beautiful. I'm going to put this one back here. Now this reminds me of a stamp set that I had when I first started crafting on cards. It's like these little animals in the hot air balloon, and I thought it was so neat. So I thought, should I put animals in here? And I didn't quite have something that was sticking out in my mind to put an animal in there, but maybe in the future I will do something like that, just not at the very moment that I am filming this. So anyway, with the other piece of this cloud here, I'm probably going to see if I can tuck it in to the side. I want to have some clouds in the background of my balloon, and I want some to be going kind of on top of my balloon, but we'll see what I can kind of sneak in on the sides. The nice thing about this glue that I'm using, the Barely Art glue, is it dries clear. So if I get a little on the sides, it's not the end of the world. Wow, that already is just very stunning. cool. That just popped off. Just what I wanted it to do. So I've never been on a hot air balloon, but I guess they have kind of like the heat element going up in here, and then they have these tassels here that I'm going to glue on in a minute that kind of help move the strings around to help steer it. To me, I don't know how you would steer that well in a hot air balloon, because to me it's just going up and down with the hot air, but I don't know. I guess now that I'm thinking about it, I'm a little curious. So after I'm done with this card, I might just look that up, because that's how my brain works. Now, originally I was going to put a stamped sentiment somewhere on this card, but now that I'm looking at it, I really think I just want to leave it blank, and if I am going to use this card myself, I will just stamp a sentiment in the center and call it good. I don't really think that it needs anything else on the actual card itself to really give it like a theme. So it could be a birthday card or not. I guess it just kind of depends on the person's style. But I'm going to find the other card that I made, and I'll be right back. Here I am again with the other card that I made, and it does come with some sentiments like blue skies ahead and keep on smiling, but again, I just wanted to leave this one a little more blank, and this one I really wanted to have quite a bit of pop. I think one thing that I would change on this card is the color of the basket, because I think it kind of gets lost in the background, but otherwise I really do like both looks. So let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I think my favorite would probably be this one with the gold. It just looks extra pretty and it's a little more my style, but let me know in the comments. So if you're interested in this die set, it will be linked in the description, as well as the rest of the 3D vignette collection. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!